All right, I am capturing what is evidence of demonic pacing. As you see, the vehicles driving in opposite directions. The light source that's hovering in alignment to my vehicle in Arvin, California. This is Shell Gas, which is engaged in state surveillance throughout the entire state of California. This is why you have nothing in common with the Shell Gas that's on Hope Boulevard in Ontario, California, where I'm capturing the P.O.C. as I remained in Ontario, California, and you have the ongoing P.O.C., the pattern of conduct with regard to the specific environment, but it is not the natural environment, which is revealing what Shell Gas is engaging in throughout the state of California. Shell Gas clearly exists outside of the state of California. This is what Shell Gas is doing in this country. They're monitoring American citizens. They are providing a facilitating venue where American citizens are engaged in that pattern of conduct, which is designed to terrorize and psychologically torture an American citizen who is being targeted by the state unlawfully. And it is demonic, while every aspect of that criminal system is demonic, and the people that are engaging in that system, which is everyone. And I'm also documenting that and exposing that while I am in Arvin, California, where I have never been before. This is the Wheeler Ridge East Travel Center, 5552 South Wheeler Ridge, the intersection of Laval Road, however you pronounce that. I want you to see that, Laval Road, and the intersection. These are demons pacing in the parking lot and on the street. They're pacing together. And Wheeler Ridge right here. And this is where the light source is over me, and it is not seen through the window of room number 359 at 4345 Mission Bay Drive in San Diego, California. Okay, and also speaking to what is nowhere in Las Vegas, Nevada. 9AUN110 is creating light activity, is crossing path, is engaged in federal stalking as well, is engaging in the pattern of conduct in the state of California. And the one son that we have, because we don't have 14, I'm going to keep repeating that. Okay, we have one son and not 14. The one son that the entity kept at the Fairfield by Marriott hotel, that's where it's at right now, yesterday, has today been documented in constant motion, contrary to remaining stationary as a matter of documentation over a hotel over me in San Diego County. Contrary to being stationary, remaining over Alvarado Gardens in Los Angeles over me. Both venues where the entity is stalking, that's how you're identifying stalking of a demonic nature, of a terrorizing nature, using helicopters, including at 5:32 p.m. where I juxtaposed yesterday's video with where I was at yesterday at the same time. 5:32, I was in San Diego, and at 5:32 p.m. I was in Las Vegas, Nevada at the same time as well, documenting two different states engaging in the same exact demonic and criminal pattern of conduct, which is state surveillance. All right, it's a pattern of conduct that the people of the state that have a very specific condition, there are demons that are maintaining presence in this environment, and this light source has nothing to do with SAG 466, who's creating a possible light activity underneath the structure here while they're doing something as simple as driving by. 7UUR L409 is an African-American female who's group stalking, targeting another African-American. And in California, they like to talk a lot about how Black Lives Matter. But it doesn't matter when they're serving Satan, group stalking with the white people, with the police, all the same. Impossible light above my head. License 9726 2D3. Demons in Arvin, California, prosecuting the demons in Nevada, prosecuting the demons in LA, prosecuting the demons in San Diego. The demons are speaking to what is a prosecution for terrorism. They're prosecuted, they are documented on podcasts, they're documented on video, and this is that which they are doing with minor children as well. These are kids that are group stalking. I want to make sure that you see that. These are kids that are group stalking, that's crossing in path, light activity creation, doing so, federal stalking, and they're doing so while they're monitoring pacing, having children, including them, engaged in the P.O.C. And none of them, the pattern of conduct that's committed by an entity, nobody has to know your name, nobody's addressing you, nobody's talking to you, while the engineer light is all around, while the fake sun remains over you, while the entity is pursuing with helicopters, okay? This is the P.O.C., and this is not over outside of the window of room 359, which is the prosecution of the state of California. The demons in San Diego are not above or different from any other demons in any ghetto, making any amount of money. They're both engaged in the demonic pattern of conduct, speaking to public corruption and despicable and disgusting and deplorable methods of what is sexual violence, keeping people under surveillance, obsessively consumed with my genitalia in a private space, stalking in a helicopter because you're hostile, because I'm exposing your criminal system. Well, you're engaging in that criminal system and your hostility is misplaced. That's the mental illness. Okay, it is currently, again, 5:40 p.m. and I'm located at, if you can see that, 5:40 p.m. It's a little dim here. That's my screen on my, yeah, you can see that, 5:40 p.m. And I am located at the Wheeler. You can see, let me zoom out. Wheeler South Wheeler Ridge Road. And again, my address is 5552 South Wheeler in Arvin, California. All right, somewhere that I've never been, and it is nowhere near the hotel room at Fairfield by Marriott, and it's nowhere near Las Vegas, Nevada. Directly over my car is where that light source is. We're at 532. I use that as a timestamp. I use those places as a hallmark. All of that you're comparing to where I remain stationary all day long at Alvarado Gardens in LA. That's the P.O.C. by the state. Okay, it is currently again 5:41 p.m. and this is P.O.C.